Are you fucking dumb?
On 7,
Are you
yeah,
fucking dumb? Are you fucking...
Hi ladies, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Ballistic Gist. So in today's video, a lot of people are reacting to the fact that this woman and her husband decided to live in their house with their six kids, and this got a lot of people reacting to why would they actually do that, why would they keep on having kids. And I was able to put up some of those reactions. I'm just going to roll the clip. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into it.
As you can read in the caption above, we're a family of 6 going on 7 living in a 1-bedroom apartment. As the kids grow older, that means we constantly have to adapt our environment to give them more means for privacy and extra space. When outside our environment appears cluttered, disorganized, what have you. But quite frankly, after making do for nearly 3 years now, I have nothing but a grateful spirit for the roof over our head. Generally, the instant judgment me and my husband receive, why have so many kids if you don't have enough space for them? See, my perception is judgment comes from a place of not having the experience. When you've experienced enough, you generally don't judge people. I can tell you after everything I've been through in the past 3 years, there's very little I have to judge people. I would be lying if I said there wasn't a point in my life that I was so naive that I might have judged a poor person.
have her degree in marketing, because this was a really good strategy. I know TikTok loves controversy, and the amount of followers that they got over the weekend, you should be starting to make enough money to think about getting out of that 1-bedroom apartment. There are a few things that I want to share with you as a therapist I believe can help you right now. But for this moment, I just want to say congratulations on your baby. I wish you a very healthy and happy delivery. For the people that are loud and wrong on this app, they're a family of 6, meaning there are 2 parents and 4 children. They are having their 5th child, not their 7th. I don't know why you guys don't do your research, but to the parents, please be mindful that your kids are going to need privacy, especially as they're getting older. It's going to cause emotional stress. As they get older, they need to be able to express themselves. And whenever they're feeling frustrated or whenever they need some kind of conflict resolution, they need to have some sort of privacy. With the new baby, it's going to mess up the sleep routine for everybody. So be mindful that your children that are under the age of 5 are going to still need 10 to 14 hours of sleep. And under the age of 12, they still need anywhere from 9 to 12 hours of sleep. It could affect their focus if not, and if they're in school, that's pretty serious. I know you said you're trying to be as clean as possible, but with everyone being in the same room, it's impossible to be as hygienic as you think, especially with colds and sicknesses, and it's about to be that season. Colds and all those illnesses will spread much faster, so please just be aware of that too. There's also a possibility of parentifying your children, so the ones that are older will automatically take care of the ones that are younger, even if you don't ask them to, so be mindful of that as well. With your children sleeping in the same space and not having that privacy, they may not learn what personal boundaries and personal space is, and that's pretty serious too, so please make sure that you find ways to really implement that. But more than anything, with everyone being underneath each other, please make sure that you're individualizing that time with each child and really prioritizing as best as you can. I see a lot of adults that have grown up in bigger families and they end up resenting their parents and even their siblings because they've had to take care of their siblings and they felt like their parents did not prioritize them. Now, I do believe that you are trying to prioritize your kids. I believe that you and dad are prioritizing making these kids more, but you need to find a way to please prioritize them having their own sense of independence and privacy. More than anything, I'm wishing you all the luck and blessings and wishing that everyone stays well, both physically and mentally.
Word on the street is that everybody got an issue with how this woman right here and her husband are living with their children in a 1-bedroom apartment. So first, I advise y'all to go take a look at her video, Resilient Jenkins. The name of the family is the Jenkins Crew. I went through her whole page, and let me first start by saying, yes, she's in a 1-bedroom with her and her husband. Yes, I do agree with some of the content creators saying that her and her husband should be on a sofa bed and the kids should be in a bedroom with bunk beds. I totally agree with that. Absolutely. But why some of y'all coming off so angry with this woman when, let's be for real, she ain't out here begging. Not once on her page is she asking for anybody to give her something. They out here getting it out the mud. Then you see people saying why they got so many kids. How about y'all ask her what her religion is then? We don't know. That like, y'all prejudging. Don't do that. Don't do that. And then to top it all off, some of y'all can't add. Some of y'all cannot add. The woman does not have 6 kids. Plus 1 on the way. It's 6 people in her household. Don't forget about them. 4 kids, 2 adults, and 1 baby on the way. Y'all over here talking about she got 6 kids. But you know what? That's neither here nor there. She's doing the best that she can, and so is he. And that's all we can expect. Now, people either need to keep scrolling or offer some kind of, resources. Because like I said, she ain't out here begging. She really isn't. And I'm not mad at her about that. So many people saying, oh, they over there with a PlayStation 5. Baby, you can get a PlayStation 5 off the truck for $250. That don't mean you can afford whatever a 2-bedroom is in whatever city that they're in. I mean, do y'all know how much a 1-bedroom costs him in Florida? It ain't no joke. It's real money. So y'all judging her is just, it's too much. It's too much. Like, y'all gotta figure out which way y'all want it. Y'all either want people to stop coming on these applications and begging, or y'all let them do what they doing. Her kids are loved, like she said. You go through her videos, they look like they have a great time in everything that they do together. And they got a roof over their head, which she is very grateful for. Like, we gotta do better. We gotta do better. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the Resilient Jenkins family. And I'm gonna talk to y'all later.
Shared a room with 5 other siblings in a 2-bedroom apartment in South Central Los Angeles. So I can speak on this. Me, my 3 sisters, and my handicapped brother, who needed a mechanical bed. You know the bed that like goes up and down? He needed one of those, so his bed took up majority of the room. We had 2 bunk beds set up as well, so we had to make use of the space in that one room. I'm not gonna sit up here and say everyone's situation is perfect and everyone should have the money to take care of all their children, but you're actively pregnant while living this lifestyle. Y'all chose to bring another kid into this world with that lifestyle that you live. Financially, kids are a burden. On average, I'd say you need about an additional $15K per kid to live comfortably with those children. That's diapers, wipes, random visits to the store, daycare, and you have young children too. Having children is definitely a birthright we all are given, but at the end of the day, if you can't take care of those kids, stop having them.
You know what pissed me off the most about the lady with 6 kids, 7th on the way, and she lives in a 1-bedroom? It's the fact that her and her man sleep in the only bedroom of the place, and all the kids sleep in the living room. Bro, that pissed me off. Growing up, I lived in a low-income area in a 2-bedroom with my sisters and my dad. Yeah, my dad, of course, gave his children the bedroom, and he made shift the living room into his own bedroom. My entire life, he slept there. Because, like, imagine, God forbid, someone breaks into this lady's house, broke into my house growing up. The living room is going to be the first place they're in. Protect your kids, bro. But I honestly think this lady's situation is the definition of wanting to have children versus raise them. And I don't think it takes a genius to figure out what struggle feels like after the 4th, after the 5th, feeling like, I don't know, money's really tight. Why would you have a 6th? But then to have the 7th, it's kind of like a joke at that point. It's just like, we know for a fact those 6 existing kids have not had any sense of ownership over anything. Like, having ownership over my own bed changed my life, you know what I... And also, like, isn't your body so tired after having 1 kid? I can't imagine 6, dude. Like, take a break. Give everybody a break.
Have you guys seen the video of parents? They have 6 kids, 1 on the way, living in a 1-bedroom apartment. I seen the video of the mom taking out the kitchen table because she has to make more space. So 6 plus 2 plus 1 on the way, that is 9 people in the household. They're white, they're Caucasian. If that was someone of color making that video, me and you know what the climate of the comment section would look like, because that's crazy. But my question is, when do you stop having kids at that point? Like, when do you stop? 7 kids, 1 bedroom, barely any space, 1 bathroom. Very concerning, very concerning, and very unhealthy. We all know what's wrong with all of that already. But when do you stop? Because when you don't have enough money to take care of your kids, it takes a mental toll on you, plus postpartum. Not my life though, cause nobody could have never catch me. Never.
Trigger warning, because what I'm about to say, a lot of you are not going to like, and some of you are going to try and call me classist or say that that's eugenics, what I'm saying. And quite honestly, I don't give a fuck, because some of y'all really truly need a fucking wake up call, and y'all are living in pure delusion. The fact that this woman has 6 children, 6 predominantly young children, and her husband live in a 1-bedroom apartment. A 1-bedroom apartment, and she's currently pregnant with her 7th child. You do not give a fuck about kids. You do not give a fuck about giving children a quality life. And I am so tired of people being like, oh, well, they're fed and they're healthy. One of the babies are sleeping in the kitchen on a piece of foam. They have to move out furniture to lay down mattresses in the apartment so that the kids can sleep, while her and her husband are in the master bedroom, in the 1 bedroom. Still fucking. Still, you don't, at that point, you do not care about bringing children into this world and giving them an actual life worth living, giving them a quality life. And that's not to say that poor people are miserable, but you're bringing them into a society. It's not like, you know, you're living on the fucking prairie, or y'all are living off the fucking land and y'all are making everything, y'all are foraging, y'all are raising fucking chickens and shit. Y'all are bringing them into a consumerist world where y'all know that they prey on the poor. Y'all know they take advantage of children that come from nothing and continue to bring more children into nothing. People like that, to me, they literally just love the idea of being pregnant or reproducing because it makes them feel special, makes them feel like they're doing something, even though their life is in fucking shambles. Or she got a breeding kink. Because this isn't a mistake. This isn't a slip up. And I'm not saying that children need to be living in absolute wealth to be happy, but I think that children do deserve some level of fucking comfort. There's no reason a fucking toddler should be sleeping on the kitchen floor. Even if it was at a minimum, and this is stretching it, at a minimum, those children, it should be at least a 3-bedroom apartment. For about to be 9 people. For 9 people, there should be a minimum of a 3-bedroom. That way, mom and dad can have their own room, and then the girls can have a room, and then the boys can have a room, so that the children can have some semblance of privacy, because children also deserve privacy. They deserve to have their own space. My 2 and my 3-year-old, my 4 and 5-year-old, they share a room right now, and they don't share a room because I don't have space for them to have their own room, but because they will still go sleep in each other's bed. Once they got to a certain point, they was climbing in the crib together, climbing in the bed together. They was sleeping together every night anyway, so it's like, might as well put them together. But when they get to the age where they're like, you know what, I would love my own space, it's okay, let's go ahead and turn that back into a bedroom so that you can have your own space. Y'all do not care about these fucking kids. Y'all just keep bringing them into fucking poverty. And people be like, oh, well, I grew up with nothing and I made it. Y'all, the way that y'all are glamorizing poverty is sickening. The way that y'all be fantasizing about getting it out of the mud. I don't want my kids to get shit out of the mud. Not a fuck thing. Y'all just want to keep, you just a baby making machine. Because at no point did you say, you know what? I have 6 children. My children don't have a room. My child is sleeping on the floor in the kitchen. We can't even make ends meet. You know what? Even if you're just one of those people that's like, I want a really big family. Let me and my husband stop fucking and really focus and see how we're going to get our children out of this situation. Nope. Let's add another one to the mix. They fed, can barely clothe them, but they got something on their back. These are the parents that's like, they fed on their clothes. What else do they need? And that is why when people continue to do this, y'all are simply pouring back into this economy that requires essentially slave labor. That's why we're in places where people whose minimum wage is still $7 fucking, because they don't have to. Because when people are in need, they won't be forced to give them what they deserve, what they are earning. Y'all keep putting children into situations where they have to figure it out, they have to make it work, or they gonna have to work their fucking ass off to try and fix whatever the fuck you did. Stop doing it. That shit is weird. That shit is sick. And I'm so tired of seeing it. And people are like, you need to mind your business. You need to mind your business. Nobody needs 7 kids. I don't even care if you're rich. Honestly, if we're being honest, nobody needs 7 fucking children. And you damn sure don't need 7 fucking children when you got them sleeping on the goddamn kitchen floor like a fucking dog.
I have 21 siblings, right? And when I saw that video of the lady who has a family of 6, going on 7 because she's currently pregnant, and they're living in the 1-bedroom apartment, all I could think was, dang, if that was me as a child and my parents had me and 3 of my other siblings, another one on the way, sleeping on the floor in a 1-bedroom apartment, my first question would be, Mama, why? Like, why are you pregnant now? Like, why are we still doing this? Why are you having more of us? That'd be my first question, right? But then if you open your mouth, everyone is like, oh, don't judge, especially if you're not a parent, don't judge. This isn't about judging, right? And you don't have to be a parent because every single person has been a child before. That's a fact. Anyone who's alive right now has been a child before. And that's usually the perspective people are coming from. But also, I do believe that videos like that should be kept off the internet. Just like for the children's videos, rage bait as well. Because there's no world where you'd expect overwhelming positiveness from that.
Living in a 1-bedroom apartment and being pregnant with your 7th baby is ridiculous. When they started out, there were 3 children, right? And now you pregnant with baby number 7. Now, I'm no mathematician, but I personally feel like when you got pregnant with that 4th baby, that should have been time for us to get the ball rolling. I won't keep hunching on that man. Not if he gonna keep getting me pregnant. Like, you have options. You have options to prevent pregnancy on both ends. There is something that both of you can do to prevent pregnancy, but to continue to get pregnant, I don't know what the hell needs to happen over there, but I feel like they should ask for help. I don't know. I know everybody don't have like family and stuff, but if they do got family, I think they should be over at asking for help, because I feel like that's unfair. And then the mama and the daddy sleep in the bedroom, and the kids gotta sleep all over everywhere in the house. The kids gotta sleep all over the damn living room, the dining room, the kitchen floor and shit. I don't like that. I'm sorry. I'm judging y'all. And I don't be judging folks. I'm judging y'all though. Miss Jenkins, it is 2024, okay? We are no longer going for potential, because just because he has potential does not mean he's going to use it clearly. What was your situation before you got with this man? Were you homeless and then y'all got a 1-bedroom together, or did you have the 1-bedroom for you and your kids, and then you brought another man in with his child and y'all decided to have no kids? Because there is no way that you had a better situation than that, and then you got with him and fell so in love that, oh yes, I'm just gonna take my kids from this and go live in a 1-bedroom and put my kids on the floor. Why the hell your kids on the floor? Hold on. I understand that everybody has a downtime in their life. I get it. Trust me, I've been there. Hell, I'm still trying to keep my head above water, and I only have 2 children. But that is the reason why I did not have any more. Everybody be like, you're going to have another kid, you're going to have another kid, you look so young, yeah, you going to help take care of it? I had 2 kids by the time I was 21, baby. I was breastfeeding on my 21st birthday. So I understand, struggling. I get it. But don't add to the struggle. That's the reason why I never had any more children. I don't give a fuck how young I look. I don't care how much I snap back. I'm not doing it. It's not happening. No. The fuck? Girl, ma'am, listen. You got these kids now. All I'm going to tell you is get yourself together for you and your kids and get the fuck on.
You know what pissed me off the most about the lady with 6 kids, 7th on the way, and she lives in a 1-bedroom? It's the fact that her and her man sleep in the only bedroom of the place, and all the kids sleep in the living room. Bro, that pissed me off. Growing up, I lived in a low-income area in a 2-bedroom with my sisters and my dad. Yeah, my dad, of course, gave his children the bedroom, and he made shift the living room into his own bedroom. My entire life, he slept there.
And when it come down to that mom with the 6 kids and expecting one in a 1-bedroom, I don't got nothing to say. You know how easy it is to throw the towel in? You know how easy it is to give up your children? You know how easy it is to just say, I don't want to do this no more, I'm going to let somebody else raise them? You know how easy it is to just say, I'm done? You know how easy it is to quit? The real challenge, the real fight is to actually keep going. So anytime I see a mama that's trying to keep going, no matter the situation, no matter like what she got going on, she got her kids, she gonna raise them, I respect that. You know how many people that just don't care about their kids, don't care about their well-being, don't care where they at, don't know if they ate or not, haven't checked on them all day, done gave their custody up, them like signed over their rights. You know how easy it is to do that? When you have to raise your kids and you're doing whatever you got to do, and no matter what you're going through, how you're going through it, you put your trust in God, and you know for a fact if you take care of your kids, God gonna take care of you. That's all that matters. So when everybody eating her up, it's just like I'm just happy to see her actually raising her children, the ones she created in birth. Thank you.
So everybody's talking about the young woman who has the 6 kids in the 1-bedroom apartment. Couple of things. I'm not here to judge her. Alright? I have never shared a bedroom with a sibling. My siblings are 16 years apart in age. And my kids don't share a bedroom because I didn't want them to have to share a bedroom because I never had that experience. However, there is no state in which it is illegal for biological siblings to share a bedroom with kids of the opposite sex. There are rules that vary if you are under CPS cases. There can be recommendations if you are receiving government aid, but there is no law in any of the 50 states. All right? I've had this conversation a bunch over the last few years with people on the internet. There is not a law. However, in this case, and I didn't realize this until I watched more of her videos, it may be illegal for them because most of those kids are not biologically siblings, like biological siblings. It looks like they are a blended family. And so in that case, you may get into some sticky territory about non-biological siblings being able to share rooms with other non-biological siblings. And the reason I realized that they were a blended family was because she mentioned her and her husband have been together and been married for 3 years. But there are some older children, older than 3 years, who don't appear to be biracial. And I could be fully wrong, but it looks like she's doing her best. And I hear people on this app, the best is not good enough. But it seems like what are they supposed to do? What are they supposed to do? You can't just up and get a new apartment when apartments nowadays want you to make 3 times the rent. Some 4. Many places, because of the amount of children they have, would likely be like, nope, you have to have at minimum 4 bedrooms or even 3. Can they afford 3 bedrooms in the city they live in and a decent distance from her husband's work? She already mentioned he's never home on the weekends, but he spends time with the kids every morning. If he has a further commute, that's even less time he gets to spend at home with his family. Right? And I'm not speaking from a place of like understanding because I have not been there, but you can speak from a place of empathy. And people like to jump on whatever's viral and like attack women because people are not attacking the husband. They are attacking her. I'm just saying. Different perspective. I know y'all gonna want to eat me up.
I have 6 apples in my basket. Should I add another one even though it doesn't fit my basket? Or should I not? You have 6 children and you're in a 1-bedroom apartment and you're about to have another child. Before I even, oh my god, I even searched up anything about her, I just felt my soul there's gonna be another one coming up. If you cannot afford the ones that you already have, why'd you get more? Maybe, I don't know, but some people do this as eugenics because that one video that I saw. But if you cannot afford a child, don't have one. Don't have one. Genuinely don't have one. It's not just a choice to have a child. It's a privilege to have a child. Then I feel just so horrible for the eldest child because I just know it's going to be so much pressure, like for them to be taking care of their siblings because that's what's going to happen. And it makes me so angry when I see someone treating their child badly, but especially on the internet. You are placing your phone and choosing to post this on the internet to show people that you have 6 children that you clearly cannot care for, and you're having another one. What? Like, are we supposed to throw you a pity party? Because now I'm thinking people need to call. Like, it makes absolutely no sense to me how you're just so, I don't know, like I have no words. I usually have like a whole thing to say, but I have no words to really describe how disgusting this is. Like, seriously. And like, then again, like you already have 6 children, nothing you knew about it, but you are purposely adding another child into there. Why? Genuinely, why? I don't think it would be exciting for me to have a child if I already, like, what is exciting about that? What? I know a lot of people who come from big families, and the most thing that I hear from them is that, like, I love my family, but I never felt 100% cared for, because you cannot care for 11 children at one time fully, equally. You could not give them all equal attention. Like, that is not possible. I'm not, unless you have, like, you're a poly couple, okay, like there's like a unit of parents. Nope.
Okay, so I know by now we have all seen the video of the lady with all them kids living in that 1-bedroom apartment, right? That is completely asinine to me, and I wasn't gonna say anything because I myself do have a big family. We have 7 children in total, but we have never been down there. And it's not a knock, but at the same time, if you know that you can't afford sufficient space for even split the kids up and put them in rooms, then why do you keep having children? That's irresponsible on your behalf as an adult. Like, yes, we have 7 children, but our minimum of bedrooms that we're going to live in anywhere is 3. so that way at least I can split the children up. They have rooms, we have rooms. Ain't nobody sleeping on my kitchen floor, living room floor, what have you. We are not doing that. So that's just irresponsible on their part, and I wish people would understand that instead of saying somebody is shaming her. That's just irresponsible.
To the mother that's on here trying to normalize being a family of 6 with another one on the way, girl, please go to hell. You're out here trying to be like the old lady who lives in a shoe with many children and didn't know what to do. Stop having kids. The main issue in the video was not that you were closing your living room table to make space for your children, but it was the fact that you and your hardback ass husband have a whole big bed in the bedroom, meanwhile the kids are sleeping in the living room. Why are the babies sleeping by the front door? How about you and your husband put the kids, right? If you're trying to make the best of your situation living in your tiny home, put the kids in the bedroom, get them some bunk beds, and you and him sleep outside. To the comments enabling, saying, oh, a mother doing what she has to do. No, this is a choice. Continually having kids in a 1-bedroom place is a choice that she shouldn't continue to make. And as a mother, she should be able to sacrifice the comfortability that she has in her 1-bedroom and take her and her husband and sleep in the living room. I see conversation going around like, oh, if she was brown, there would be a whole different tune. We already know that. We already know black mothers face a different type of criticism that other colors don't. Prime example is when I saw that mother bring her baby to the Sexy Red concert and everybody in the comments were saying, oh my gosh, what a memory to remember. If it was a black mom, 9 times out of 10, she would have been called all types of ghetto. Overall, that's my 2 cents on the situation. I only feel for the kids. I feel like it's an unfortunate situation, and because the mom and the dad wants to play these tiny home games, the kids are suffering.
So the mother with 6 kids and 1 on the way. I just want to say, you guys was judgmental. Is she on here saying, you guys, I need help because I can't feed my 6 and my 1 on the way? Is she on here saying, oh, can y'all donate for me to upsize my place because I need it? Is she over here begging for help? I went through a couple of videos and none of them screamed, can you guys help me? It's all I see is a day in the life of a mother with 6 kids and 1 on the way. I just want to know, is this something you guys never seen before? I promise you, I done seen a couple of Mexicans live. I know a couple of Mexicans living like that around me. With their auntie, grandpa, grandma, grandpa, and all 7 kids in one house with 2 bedrooms. People live like that. This is not new. Now, she could switch the house around, put the kids in a room, and she go in the living room. Yes. But for you guys to say that this woman should stop having kids, no, you need to stop having kids for that dude that don't want your children. That's okay. You need to stop having kids. You need to tell your sister to stop having kids when you don't even want to take care of the first one. But y'all want to speak on this woman and then tell her that she needs to stop having kids because she got a 1-bedroom. Y'all so judgmental. I remember living in a 1-bedroom with my mama, and there's 5 of us. We may all been in the room, but y'all just so judgy. Like, sometimes people can't afford to have 7 bedrooms for 7 kids and everybody get their own room. Now, maybe when they get a little bit older, she needs to think about that, but these are kids. Yeah, like I said, she do need to switch it around. But y'all so damn judgmental. Y'all need to stop having kids when y'all baby.
To that lady who got them kids in that 1 bedroom, I need you to hashtag 304 Talk and search it. I need you to learn the tips and tricks. I need you to get ready to go and stomp down on that blade. You obviously love laying on your back because I don't know why them kids sleep in the kitchen like they a box of Chex Mix, baby. And y'all got LED lights and big beds and shit back there in that room with you and that sorry ass man. But all that don't even really matter because the kids are already here and you got 1 on the way. I'm going to need you to figure out how to turn your favorite hobby into a hustle. Because there needs to be no more laying on your back and uchiwaliing until you get some money in your life.
Like, seriously, lovelies, when I saw this video and the way at which people are stitching it and it was just popping off and on my For You page on TikTok, I heard a lot of things to actually, spit out. Like, seriously, what is really happening? Is it that they decided to live in this one room together, or because maybe they cannot afford it, or maybe they had problems, or maybe they had an accommodation problems and they decided to maybe live here or live over there for the meantime before finally living in their dream house or something? Like, are they actually working towards it, or is this actually for the content reasons? Like, a lot of things are actually coming or going through my mind. I decided to actually find more things or more content to this video, and I realized that they were from different or previous relationships. Like, they had different relationship, and in the said different relationship, they have kids from the different. Like, I think the man came with one kid and the woman came with two kids, right? And they decided to have kids together, like to bond their relationship. Like, because I try as much as I can to get the contents and why they decide to live this kind of life. And I got come to realize that they actually had kids from the previous relationship, and also the young man also had his own kid from previous, and likewise the woman. And them coming together and building a relationship together, they decided to have their own bond together and all of that support. The thing is that my question is that even if they want to maybe have bond or create something to represent their love or something, why having multiple? Like, if they have three from previous, so why having more three? And she's about to have the seventh one. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, it's as if there are seven or about to be seven individuals living in a one room apartment, which I am not judging them for doing that. Nobody knows their financial capability. But the issue is that even if they want to do that, I heard she explaining that they happen to live in the bedroom while the kid stays in the sitting room and the kitchen and all of that. And personally, I think that is not even safe. Like, that is not safe for the kids, because kids, what if they wake up in the night? What if they actually want to make food or try to do something, and before you know it, will just be saying something that nobody wants to hear? Like, seriously, even if you want to do something like that, maybe you should actually make provisions for your kids to be in you know, in the room. They should be in the room. Then you and your spouse can actually hand over the living room and your kitchen or whatsoever, in case, even apart from fire outbreak and all of that. What happens if someone breaks in? That means someone can comfortably breaks into your apartment, pack all of your kids, and you will just be sleeping with your man and with your spouse and your kids are nowhere to be found. Like, parents really need to do better. I know nobody is perfect. I am not perfect. No one is perfect, but there are some things that you really need to look into before indulging in such things. Like, you guys have had, this agreement to keep up bringing in, little ones into this world. I think it's also your responsibility to put, to create measures for them to actually have all of the life thing that you want. You can't just keep on bringing in, and try to make their lives so miserable. They look decent, they look very, very, normal family. But the thing is that sometimes it's actually nice when we think of reality. We should put reality into consideration. You already have 4 kids, right? Okay, or 5 kids, and now you are pregnant, probably going to be pregnant again and again and again. Like, maybe they have an idea of the kind of family that they want, or maybe the one room apartment is just maybe part of their plans or whatever they want. But the thing is that even if they want to do something like that, there are formats, or one of the things that they need to look up to first is the security, and is the way at which they have to secure these ones they already have in hand. Because she's talking about them staying in the living room, like close to the kitchen, and like them in the room. It's just something that it's so awful. Like it's something that you know you can't be. I can't really sleep comfortably in the room when I know my kids are in the sitting room where someone can actually easily barge in, and I will not even know that someone is in the house or broke in the house because I'm probably sleeping or working or doing whatsoever I'm doing. And the thing is that somebody, were like in the comment section, how were they able to create all of this? Like, where was the kids who were, creating not a human? How comfortable were they and all of that? Like, no one is judging anyone, but I think sometimes in life, the way at which life is right now, you really need to, think. This is 2024. There are a lot, like inflection is nothing to write home about. People barely feed right now. People barely pay for homes, hospitals and all of that, and you keep on bringing in kids to like not giving them a comfortable life. Like, it does not really make sense bringing in kids, many of them are not, giving them a comfortable life. But I am sure that they know what they are doing. They have plans. They can do it. That was why they actually engage themselves in doing it. So I think, the backlash that they have been receiving should, maybe they have their plans, they have the reason why they want to do what they feel that is right for them to do. But the issue where I am just getting a little bit confused is the fact that they happens to be in the room and why these kids are outside, And the thing is that you already have kids from your previous relationship. Even if you want to, build, create another one, I think I see no point, because, like, seriously, I don't know, lovelies. When I saw this video, I decided to just put it up here because I want to hear you guys' opinion on what you think. Is it like, right for them to continue having these kids and putting them in this condition? You think that maybe all of these things are just for content, and they probably have an idea. Maybe they had these hurricane issues. I'm just believing that they lost their home during hurricane and all of that, so they have to just move in a 2-room apartment or a 1-room apartment for them to like stand on their feet before moving into their normal apartment. Because if this is real, like the way at which it appears here, they really need to think twice. And in times of safety and security first, the kids should be in the bedroom, then they should be the outer one, in order to have, Anyway, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. If you have not subscribed to this channel up to this extent, do you get a huge favor to click on the subscription button, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one.